Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Redneck Light. Today we're going to be putting together a Best Choice Products remote control car. So some of our friends actually has one of these for their kid, and my daughter loved it very much. Basically, she can drive it around, or you can control it with a little remote control. It looks like a Jeep, but I'm guessing for legal reasons they don't call it a Jeep. So we're going to go ahead and put it together, see how it works. Let's get started. All right, we're going to have ourselves a little unboxing here. It actually comes in two boxes. All right, this appears to just be the wheels. All right. Looks like there'll be a pretty decent amount of assembly here. All right, so it seems like the first step here is going to be putting the rear axle So there's a bunch of little pieces down here that were all just kind of zip tied and flop around when they're not. But basically, you've got your suspension components. And basically, you need to string the axle through the gearbox, through the control arms, through the kind of a tight fit to string through, but as long as you keep everything just vaguely lined up, it'll make it all the way through. There we go. So the manual says there's supposed to be the nuts and washers on the end, which the front axle seems to have them. But these were just kind of thrown in at the bottom of the box. I guess I should just be thankful they were in there at all. Alright, in the gearbox, washer goes on first. It's got a fun little plastic wrench if you don't have a worry about here, but yeah, you want to tighten both sides of So we'll secure the front bumper. Alright, so I'm going to try to kind of show you this. So this is the front kind of upside down. This front bumper, you'll see where all the screw holes align, but it's not going to be 100%. You kind of have to finesse certain parts around the lights on either side. So just kind of keep that in mind. This might be a little hard to see, but everything should kind of line up on both sides, more or less. I mean, it's not going to be perfect, but you shouldn't have any big gaps or anything. Plastic around the springs is so thick, it almost makes me wonder if it's not supposed to be there. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's not supposed to be there. Well, I've already taken them off, so if it squeaks, I guess I'll know why. Okay, that makes more sense. All right, so your axle should look like this when you're done with the parts facing out. Looking at the picture, this piece of bracket should be angled in, and then you can see the wheels can turn back and forth like that, and they'll hit those little stops there. That's here. String that hole in, get these lined up, and then put some screws in. And there we are. You know, I've used this plastic wrench a few times, and of course it's not a great wrench, but it does the job, and they give you two so you can do the rear axle. Totally not a Jeep steering wheel. Plug in that. It still concerns me that the lights flicker whenever... Oh, it's because it's turned on? It was turned on. They seem to be the same on both sides. Just make sure that the angled portion is to the rear of the vehicle. How disappointing. Actually the seat, make sure that the seat belt is still accessible. Bumper. Standard SLA battery, so that's nice. You slide the orange connector. Alright, so we're pretty much all assembled here. And kind of show you what's going on. So that's the actual start button. And it makes funny noises. This is for the lights. You've got an actual voltmeter here that shows you the voltage of the battery. That's pretty cool. That switch turns on the lights. You've got working tail lights and headlights. I don't think they actually respond to you, hitting the pedal or brake, because there's just a pedal there. There's not brake. And then there's a radio here.
The Bluetooth device is ready to pair.
Okay.
The radio model.
Oh my gosh, it's got an FM radio? It has an FM radio. Oh my gosh. I don't know why it won't. Oh, it's programming. Alright, now for the remote control. So the remote control is I added the lettering on here because it's pretty kind of nondescript for someone. But basically you steer with this, and this was already paired. It's got pairing instructions in the manual, but this was already paired. But yeah, you can steer. You go forward, and you go backwards. The LEDs indicate the speed, slow, medium, fast, and then if you're going forward, there's an emergency brake. And then when you emergency brake, you can't do anything, and they can't do anything. But once you take that emergency brake off, they can move. And they can override what you're doing, so just kind of keep that in mind. I learned that the hard way with my daughter with her friend's vehicle. So hope you guys enjoyed as much as I'd like to show you my daughter having fun in this. I'm not going to put her on YouTube without her being able to say she's okay with it. So you'll just have to imagine her having lots of fun in this vehicle. I thought it wasn't that bad to put together. It took me about, I don't know, half an hour, an hour. There were some weird things like parts just kind of at the bottom of the box and things. I don't know if I got a return or they just kind of threw everything in there. But overall, I mean, it seems fine quality-wise. I'm going to charge it up, and I think we'll have a lot of fun with it. So hope you enjoyed. See you next time.